Welcome back. We're going to talk briefly about a way to sample from a given probability density function, or PDF. The basic strategy is called the inversion method, and it involves three steps. One would be to take the PDF, make sure it's normalized. Secondly, compute the CDF, the cumulative distribution function. And then third, we'll sample by inverting the CDF. So the CDF, recall that it's the probability that a random variable takes on a value less than or equal to x. In order to sample from that PDF, we will need two tools. One is the integral of p of x, used to make sure that p of x is normalized and in computing the CDF. And the second is the inverse CDF, p inverse of x. And recall that the CDF is a mapping from the support of the distribution, so any value that the random variable can take on, to the interval 0, 1. Sampling from these PDFs could be kind of tricky if you're doing directly. Like we might have some algorithms to do it for certain distributions, such as the Gaussian, but we might not have that ability to sample from an arbitrary PDF more explicitly. So we'll use the inversion method, which involves sampling from something simple, which we can sample from, like a uniform distribution between 0 and 1, and then find a way to map that sample from 0, 1 to a sample from p of x. And that mapping from the uniform to p of x is given by the inverse CDF. So essentially, we sample this random variable zeta uniformly from 0 to 1. That's not the ultimate sample we want because it's from a different distribution. In order to sample from p of x, we'll then map zeta through p inverse of x to get back a value of x. And that value of x can be treated as a sample from the target distribution p of x.